Los Angeles, oh, it's so great to be here. Oh, it's not that easy getting by. Oh, it's not that easy, you and I. So
Hey everyone, I'm Erica Olson, and this may look like a scene out of a 1970s show, but this is Music Minute, and I am with Sean Fleming from Diane Coffee. Hi, Sean.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Question I'm sure you get all the time, who is Diane Coffee?
Oh, Diane Coffee is me. It's my band. It's you. It's all of us. It's that part of me that is the performer. It's someone who I've always been, and Diane Coffee is just the label that I put on it.
And your body's a shame. The weight of the game has easily pinned you as fast as your blame. And I know it's my life only. It's my life. You're my girl. Just wouldn't dare to change my world.
So tell us about the song that you're performing on Music Minute.
So I'm gonna play for you guys Not That Easy. And that song is about being on the road, whether it be as a musician or anyone who's away from their partner, and trying to manage that relationship and sort of coming to terms with the fact that it's never going to be normal, it's never going to be easy.
The gospel witness, they heard the news. Escape from Ventura, she's no good for you. Well, the old way's dying. What more have we got? Except in a postcard, make a happier but all of my life, it's my life only. All of my life, I've been down at the thought of another man to
Let's talk about how you got your start in music, because I read about a high school teacher kind of forcing you into this.
He was my math teacher and also the choir teacher, John Mosley, and he's a brilliant man and terrifying, and he told me he was going to fail me if I didn't join his choir. I did, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me, and I didn't know voices could make such a beautiful sound, and I was kind of hooked.
Let's talk about your new album, Everybody's a Good Dog. Tell us about what went into this album. This is your sophomore album.
Sure.
So how is it different from the first, and what's kind of the overall theme?
Well, with this album, we'll take it back. With the first album, I didn't really know I was making a record. I was held up in New York, I was sick, and in that time I was just writing as per usual, as anyone who writes will do. We just write. And those songs made it into the hands of Western Vinyl, and they put out that collection from when I was living in New York. So with this record, I was finally able to go into it knowing I was putting out a record. Maybe I gave it a little bit more thought. I gave myself a lot more time, and I was able to get into a studio and get a really lush, full sound that I always envisioned my first album would be, something very grand and very big, and it was nice. And I was able to work with a lot of my really good friends on this record and bring them in, whereas the first one was pretty much all just me, alone in New York.
Good night, Los Angeles!
I could use another Coors.